Welcome to today's episode, everyone. We're diving into the incredible world of the National Center for Biotechnology Information, or NCBI. This resource is a game changer in the life sciences. Whether you're a dedicated researcher, an eager student, or just someone who enjoys science, chances are you've come across NCBI without even knowing it. Think of it as the secret sauce in the scientific kitchen, a place that houses essential databases like GenBank for DNA sequences and PubMed for accessing a treasure trove of research papers, not to forget tools like BLAST for genetic comparisons.
Wow, that's a lot of info already. I mean, I've definitely heard of PubMed before, but would you say it's the go-to for researchers? Do scientists practically live on that site?
Absolutely. NCBI was established back in 1988 by the National Library of Medicine, and its mission was to centralize vast amounts of genetic data, making it not just accessible, but easy to analyze. You can think of it as a massive library that's all about genetic information. Today, it serves not only as a storage facility, it's like an ever-evolving ecosystem where researchers study genomes, understand diseases, and develop new treatments. It's quite amazing.
So it's like the Netflix for genetic data? I can just browse through sequences and studies? I love that idea. But, how does GenBank work exactly? I mean, is it easy to use for noobs like me?
Oh, GenBank is fascinating. It's NCBI's flagship nucleotide sequence database, where researchers submit their gene sequences. It's continuously updated, much like a social media feed, which helps scientists locate genes and track their evolution. Imagine you're trying to solve a complex DNA puzzle. GenBank is your essential guide for finding the pieces that fit.
So it's like crowdsourcing data, but for genes? That's wild. Wait, what happens when, someone discovers a new sequence? Do they just shout, "Eureka!" and submit it?
Pretty much. When researchers discover new sequences, they submit them to GenBank. It undergoes a peer review process, and if it passes, it becomes part of this extensive, collaborative network. This interconnectedness allows scientists to discover relationships they might not see on their own, which is a really powerful tool.
Right. And what about PubMed? I feel like I need to dive into that. Is it just research papers, or can I find some super secret research down there?
Yes, PubMed is an extensive database dedicated to scientific articles. It's an invaluable resource for anyone in the biomedical field looking for the latest research. Think of it as the ultimate archive, a place where knowledge is stored. You're not just reading studies. You're actually tapping into the ongoing conversation that's shaping the scientific landscape.
You can kind of think of it as, the Wikipedia for scientists, right? Just a one-stop shop for all that info? That's so cool!
Exactly. And don't forget about BLAST, which stands for Basic Local Alignment Search Tool. Here's where things get super exciting. It allows users to compare DNA sequences quickly. Imagine if you stumbled upon a mysterious rock while hiking that sparkles like a diamond, but you want to confirm it's not just, quartz. You'd use BLAST to analyze the DNA of the rock's mineral content against known databases. It's essential for identifying unknown pathogens and studying the relationships within evolution.
Whoa, that's so cool! So, could someone use that tool to track down mutations like a treasure hunt? Except, for diseases and stuff? That sounds like an adventure.
Absolutely! That's precisely where NCBI's resources come together. Platforms like RefSeq, ClinVar, and DBSNP focus heavily on human genetics and variation, linking mutations with clinical conditions. It's like having a treasure map, but for uncovering health mysteries.
A health detective agency, for real, haha. But, I'm really curious, what do they do with all this data? How does it play into real-world applications, especially during the pandemic?
That's a fantastic point. NCBI has played a crucial role in major scientific achievements like the Human Genome Project and the rapid sequencing of SARS-CoV-2 when COVID-19 emerged. They enable scientists to quickly develop diagnostics and potential treatments. It's like having a team of medical superheroes working tirelessly to keep us safe.
Superheroes of science. I love that. So, as technology keeps advancing, how is NCBI keeping pace with all this growth? Are they swapping out their capes for lab coats or something?
NCBI is evolving too. As sequencing technologies continue to advance, they adapt to these new methods and expand their capabilities to handle the increasing volume of data. They aren't just sitting back. They're pushing the boundaries. Whether it's studying disease genetics or developing therapies, NCBI is offering the necessary tools and support to truly change the landscape of science.
Wow, that's just incredible. It's like a never-ending adventure. Thanks for sharing this gem of knowledge with us. I feel like a new detective in a fascinating universe. Like I want to dive deeper and see what else I can uncover.
That's the spirit! The world of NCBI is vast and exciting. There's always more to learn, and each discovery can lead to the next big revelation in science.
I can't wait. Haha, sounds like there are endless possibilities. Like, can you imagine unearthing something that changes our understanding of health? Totally mind-blowing.